Hi everyone, it's Lynn from Hey Lynn Vintage, and tonight we are doing our 4th of July festival. So we are doing our Midnight Poolside Supper, foods that go places, still from our Betty Crocker recipe index cards. We are doing the Salad of the States, which is just a really nice salad that has like some avocado. You can put whatever kind of meat you want in it. And then we're doing a chocolate cherries Jubilee. So we are going to set it on fire. So let's see if we burn anything down. And let's see how good these recipes taste. I'll get back to you soon and we'll go over those ingredients. So one of the first things that we want to get out of the way when we're doing our Midnight Poolside Supper is we need to get these cupcakes made. I know our recipe was calling for a Betty Crocker sour cream chocolate fudge cake mix. I didn't find anything sour cream anymore, so I just got this triple chocolate fudge. There's pudding in the mix, so I figured, well, there's something else in it. So we're just supposed to bake these according to the box directions. So this box here called for 3 eggs, 1 1/4 cups of water, and a 1/2 cup of oil. And then we're just going to put it into a cupcake pan that has been lined with cupcake liners. And it's going to bake for 14 to 19 minutes in our preheated oven of 350 degrees. So let's get this mixed. So really it's just cake mix, water, oil, add your eggs, beat vigorously for 2 minutes. So let's add our water. I'm gonna start mixing this. I'm gonna add my oil. Get this going. I'm gonna slowly add eggs. Down the sides a little bit. Add our last egg, beat it up. Chocolate cake mix. So then I'm just gonna pour these in our cupcake pan and bake them for 14 minutes until a toothpick comes out clean in a 350 degree oven. We'll come back when they're done. Okay, everyone. So the ingredients for our salad of the states is we needed 1 cup bite-sized pieces of lettuce, but we also need some lettuce cups. So I'm going to take the outside leaves from this and then cut up the remaining inside. So we want some really nice crispy leaves. We also needed a cup of romaine. So it also called for a 1/2 cup of watercress. I have spinach. You could probably use whatever you would like. So if you had spring mix or whatever you have on hand, I don't think that the mixture of the greens is really gonna make a difference. So I will just put this all in my salad spinner so it's really nice and fresh. And then it called for 1 1/2 cups of some sort of meat. So it either called for lobster, crab meat, shrimp, chicken, or turkey. We're going to use the imitation crab meat. This is almost 1 1/2 cups. It's like 1 1/4 cups. So I do have 2 packages here of that. And then we needed a 1/2 cup of chopped green onion. When I cut up green onion, I really only like to use up until it starts to get like papery. I don't use this papery stuff, you know, when you see somebody with something stuck on their teeth. It's usually once it gets into this papery green onion here. So I really only go up to about here. So there is a 1/2 cup of green onion cut up. Then I do have 4 pimento olives, really nicely sliced. It does call for segments of a grapefruit. So I'm going to go over how to cut up supreme segments with you guys real quick. It did call for a ripe avocado that we're gonna mix with mayonnaise, which is either a 1/4 cup to 1/3 of a cup. I just pulled 1/3 of a cup mayonnaise here. Who knew back in the 70s that they were already cutting out their bad fat and adding avocado to this? So kudos to them for doing that. And then in those lettuce cups, we're supposed to add some sliced tomatoes. So I have these really beautiful sliced beefsteak tomatoes that we're gonna slice in the bottom of our lettuce cups and then add this beautiful crab meat salad on the top of it. So let's get started chopping all this up. So as we have done in the past, I'm gonna get the core out of our head of lettuce here, and I'm just gonna pull this out so that way we can pick off some really nice cups that we're gonna use and cut up the rest. So you really just kind of want to take your time and kind of finagle the leaf off so that way you have a nice cup that we'll put the tomatoes and the salad in. So this here is the lettuce that I'm going to use for cups, or if it doesn't work out, just line your tray with that. And then this here I'm going to cut up and use for our salad instead of wasting it. So let's real quick go over how we can get some grapefruit supremes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the, get the lettuce off my knife first. I'm going to cut the top off. And then I want to see where that peel goes, and I'm going to cut, because we want all of this pith off. So we're just going to follow the natural curve of the grapefruit and just really get all of this peel off. Just the best that we can. So I'll finish this up and I'll come right back. So once we got the peel off, then we just want to take our knife and we want to run in between the lines to pull out the segment. You can use a smaller knife if you want. So then that is going to be our grapefruit supreme, and this is what we are going to use in here. So in our bowl, I have like the 2.5 cups of greens, and we're just supposed to like mix it. So I kind of ran a knife through that lobster, so I'm just going to add that to there. I'm going to add our 1/2 cup of green onion, our olives, our cut up grapefruit, and we're just supposed to toss this all together. Basically, chill this till you're ready to serve and then add your avocado and mayonnaise. So I'm going to throw this in the refrigerator and we'll talk about our avocado and mayonnaise. Okay, so I'm going to cut up our avocado. I'm just going to kind of cut it in half. You do want to make sure that there is some give to your avocado, that it's not super hard. So I have our avocado here. I'm just going to pull that pit right out of there. And it says just to kind of cut it up into cubes. So I'm just going to run my knife right down through the avocado. My hand might be in the way. And then, so I'm just running my knife. I can feel like the firmness of the skin. And then I'm just going to kind of like make little squares in there. So I'm just going to real quick do that. And then I'm just going to take my spoon and I'm just going to pull the avocado right out. And I'm just going to put it right into this bowl right here. So that way it's already nice and cubed up for us. And then to this, I'm just going to kind of chop this up. Sometimes you get like the top part of that. I don't want that in there. Chop this up a little bit with my spoon. And then I'm just going to add my mayonnaise to this. Kind of mix this in. And then I'm going to add this to our salad. All right, let me grab our salad. So here's our salad. I'm just going to mix this right in toss this all together. And get it really nice and mixed. And then we'll put this into our lettuce cups. So when we get to that point, we'll come back to that. So on these lettuce cups, I mean, you want to make it look as good as you can. So I'm going to pull some of this bigger stuff off. See what we have here. You would want to do these on individual plates, but I'm just going to kind of go through these here. I mean, if this is really kind of tough, I would just kind of take that off. If you were just going to feed a large, group of people, you could just put a bunch of lettuce on the plate and then just mound this on top of it. That would be nice. Or you could just, like I said, do individual plates and then have these, like this on their individual plate. So let's just kind of do like one here. Let's go over that real quick. Hang on. So we're going to slice up our tomato. I'm just going to kind of cut off a little bit of the end. And then I'm just going to make some really nice thin slices of the tomato. So then these, if you had an individual plate, so we've got our lettuce cup with some tomato slices, and then we're just going to fill it with this beautiful salad. And then we're going to want some salt and pepper. So we'll add a little bit of salt to that. And then tableside, nice big pepper mill. Would you like some pepper with that? Beautiful. So this is how we would serve it individually. Or you could then just, like I said, I would do a whole platter. Put your tomatoes on here. And then I would just mound this with the salad itself. I think that would be wonderful if you were doing a group of people. All right, everyone. So for our cherries Jubilee, the chocolate cherries Jubilee, I did bake the cupcakes. We kind of went over that a little bit. I'm just going to take them out of their little cups, put them into this tray. We're supposed to heat a 21-ounce can of cherry pie filling, remove that from the heat, and then add a 1/4 cup of rum. I have some Bacardi here, and 2 tablespoons of rum flavoring. And I know you want to remove it from the flame because it's usually the vapors that will catch fire, so that's why they don't want that on the stovetop when you do that. And then you're supposed to soak some sugar cubes in some warm rum, and then we're going to ignite it. So I'm going to warm all this stuff. We'll come back when we're ready to ignite. So I took my cupcakes out of their wrappers. I have heated the cherry filling. We're going to add our 1/4 cup of Bacardi rum to this. And it called for 2 tablespoons of rum flavoring, but I'm just going to add 1 because that just seemed like a lot to me. And you're supposed to soak the sugar cubes in the rum, but they're already disintegrating. So I'm going to throw a couple more in there, and then we'll light it on fire. I'm going to pour this. I'm just probably going to use half of this. Ooh, looks kind of good. So let me soak some more sugar cubes, and then we'll come back and ignite. Ooh, pretty. Wouldn't that be great? Poolside. All the sugar cubes soaked up the alcohol, so it's a little bit safe. and then you kind of just let those burn out. That was kind of neat. All right, everyone. A couple of thoughts on what I thought of this meal. I thought it was really good. I thought the salad was really light and refreshing. We are in July. I thought the cherries Jubilee was really fun. I thought if you were on a date, this would be a meal to impress whoever you were trying to impress or be on that date with. I mean, lighting the cherries Jubilee on fire would just be so exciting and fun. And even if it was just, you know, you had a group of people and they had kids or whatever, it would just be fun. Just make sure you don't set the dog or any of the kids on fire. But I mean, it was a lot of fun. So I thought it had a really good taste. I would definitely not use 2 tablespoons of rum flavoring. I'm glad I only did the 1 tablespoon. It was more than enough flavoring in it. So yeah, I think it's a lot of fun, and you know, in July, it was just a great time. So with that being said, next week, we're going to do this giant burger. Look at that thing. It's huge. So this is out of Hurry Up Main Dishes, because I'm trying to look at things that, you know, we all want to enjoy this weather. So this is out of the Hurry Up Main Dishes. So why not? How fun would that be? Showing that to the kids. Look at that huge burger. So we're going to do that one next week. And then I also wanted to tell you guys that I am involved in the red, white, and blue sale that is actually on 4th of July. It is being hosted by Black Dog Vintage Antiques and Claudia K Vintage. That is starting at 1 p.m. on the actual 4th of July. And there are 10 people involved in this sale. My time slot is 5:30. So make sure you check it out. And if you're not following any of those people, please give them a follow if you like their content. Thank you again for helping my channel grow. With that being said, have a happy and safe 4th of July. Until next week, have a great one, everyone. Bye.